Alright, bearded redneck here. So what we're doing today is we're out scouting. Gonna hang up some tree stands. Now, I hunt private and I hunt public. And I actually do very well on both. You might have to put a lot of work into both of them, but it is possible to be successful out on public land. Now let me kind of show you some of the things today as far as what I look for as far as finding a successful spot on public. Let's go. We're going to start this right now. Alright, first of all, you want to take some time and find some good land where statistically there's been some good buckshot or lots of concentrations of does or whatever you're looking for. This here's about 3/4 of a section of public. Now this thing has everything that you're looking for. It has good wintering shelter, it has good safety, it has water, it has food. It has a lot of pressure though. Now, here's a look from out from the center. This is just about a ½ mile out. Now if you look in front of me, this is a funnel coming right through here between the two sloughs. This is a good area. You want to find bottlenecks out away from people. Look, we got another one coming from this way. There's like 3 bottlenecks that come from different directions right here. And in these trees right here is a good spot. And I'm going to show you why. So, look for funnels coming through to escape from people. Use the people on these public land to help you. Now you can see my trees out here. Now I'm way up in this tree. I'm the only tree stand out here. I've been hunting this area for 4 years now. I've seen one stand within 400 yards of this stand here and never a hunter. I think that somebody just was too lazy to go walk back out and get it. But look, we have openings in here that I have decent views of the deer, and they have travels coming through here to their transition areas, but I have all this cover in front of me right here. They feel safe and they can relax in here and do their deer things, but I still have an opportunity to take them. Here's a view from my stand. It's a ½ mile. That's where I park, right in between those trees there, but as you can see, I can look everywhere. So this stand is a dual purpose stand. It has food all around. I have openings. They rub trees. They bed here down the way, probably 400 yards. Some of them bed. I have decent shots. They feel safe. But what the deer do is when they get pushed from the people here, they come out to here. They get away from the people. They're going to go where the people aren't. Now, I used to get really mad when there was all kinds of people making noise around on public. I actually get excited now, because most of the people are in these pine trees over here. I probably counted 17 stands on this public piece. They're all pumped in by the road, and when they push these deer out to the center, they come out here like it's no big deal because most people don't want to walk that far. Get away from the people in productive areas. Alright guys, so we're at another spot I know. This spot here, like I said, is about 3/4 of a section, all the way around. I'm on another side of it. Now, when you look out here, and I walk out here, I'll run the camera for a while when I walk out here, you're going to see what looks like good hunting. And don't get me wrong, you do see deer. But a lot of people don't walk past to see the next window of the other opportunity that's a little farther out there, that's less pressured because you're away from all the people. Now, I'm going to take off and I'm going to show you this, so watch. And I'll show you when we get through these first set of trees behind me, it opens up. And nobody takes advantage of that, or very few people do. Let's go. Good girl, Roxy. Hunt him up. Find the bird. Got the dog out here a little bit today. All right, so as you can see, we're coming up to some trees here. Now there's a lot of trees and there's slough on both sides. Now the problem with right here is these deer can sneak through in these sloughs anywhere, and you never see them coming unless you're up somewhere to see them. And it's tough if you get into these trees up here, you get blocked. Okay, right here is a funnel of trees coming right across. Now I've spent some time out here scouting, and they love to come right across here and sneak into these trees. Henceforth, when you walk up here, this is probably about 300-400 yards from the vehicle. And if you look around, so you're out a little ways, these deer come right across here. That's why that's right there. Now, there's a lot of does that do this, don't get me wrong, and if this is a youth mentor, that's a perfect spot. However, what I've learned over time, see, there's the car, the bucks sneak around this stuff and hide. All right, so as you can see behind me, it opened up into a food plot. Now if you look over here, there's trees that are right along this first trail. And then there's trees way out in the middle, way over there. Now the food plot's right behind me and it keeps going north. You just saw the ground blind there. Everybody starts loading into these trees because it's close right off the easy trail. Where am I going to put my stand? Not there. And I'll show you why. Alright, like I said, there's probably 6 stands down this. Now you see that? It's a good spot over here. It's just the deer get educated by the people and they begin to move away from it. That's why I prefer to be out where the deer move. Now if you see these trees out here, they go down these trees to the left, which would be south, and hook around where I just showed you where that ground blind was. There's some other trees over there where they dump into big. Now look at these. Here are the trails and the transitions that they have in here. They have plenty of cover to be out across, like a quarter mile from these people. Still have access to the food plot, and they can drift away from them and stay out of range. Look at these trails coming through here. A lot of the people on that other side that do their time scouting, you never see these deer over here because they tuck around, go into the sloughs, go right around them, and actually pop out right by their vehicles to cross that trail you saw us crumb out. So, when you're going out and doing these public lands, sometimes if I don't know a place, I put a stand up somewhere where I see trails that I can see a lot of area, and I just sit and watch. And then I adjust to where I need to go. Now you can call that old school, some of you use cameras, but cameras don't pick up everything, plus it's fun just to sit out there. But as you can see, I'm following a trail here, and I'm coming through. Now this slough over to the left, remember how I said this was 3/4 of a section? That is public. I am going to be about 60 yards from the private, and I will show you why. Now there's the food plot. Got the food plot there. Now you see those trees farther out over there. They usually hook through those so the people never see them, or they cut right down these trees. Therefore, there's my stand. I have never seen anybody within a quarter mile of me in this spot. 1, they probably don't even know the deer come through here. 2, they're all over in those trees right there. And 3, nobody wants to work for their deer. So, there's a ton of people over there. There's a ton of people behind us. There's no one here, but lots of deer. Alright guys, I'm up in the other tree. A little windy, wind's picked up. Why did I pick this tree? Now, as you can see, I'm way away from everybody else. That's my biggest reason. Number two, obviously there's deer, or you can switch them around either way. But if you're gonna hunt public, you gotta go the extra mile. You know, you could get lucky, but if you wanna be consistent hunting public, you want to go the extra mile. Same with private too, unless it's just candy coated, but you're still gonna have work involved. So, let's look around and see why I picked this stand. I actually shot a deer right out of a tree right here last year, going for a buck, but I ended up taking a doe the second to the last day of the season, just because I said with 3 days left, if there was a nice doe coming past close with a good humane shot, I was gonna shoot it. And boom, I shot it, and boom, then came the buck after I had it tagged and gutted. So that's how it ever goes, but that's what keeps us driving. But let me kind of show you around here why this spot, I picked it. All right, so number one, I have good view. I like that. A lot of the deer come through here. See these transitions? What I like about finding these spots out here on high pressured public, the deer usually, for the most part, are not watching me. They're watching the people that bump them out or from where they're coming, so I get a good chance to take a shot. There's that private right along here. I can see all that. I have good concealment in this tree. Another big thing I picked this stand for, the deer usually come from the northwest. Now the wind usually blows from the northwest here in the Dakotas, so the wind is in my favor in the morning. Okay, see that right there? That gets loaded with people. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of deer over there, but if you could see that yellow sign right there, that's the private right there. They come right out of here. When these people go into those trees, it's tough to not kick those deer out of there, so they kick those deer right over to me. And they hang out in here, and then they decide where they're going to go across, because straight across there are more people. So they either hook to the north of them, or they come down my trees to the south of them. But either way, my spot's the bottleneck that they come out of there, and they come right across in front of me here. Okay guys, so as you can see, take some time, use a topographic map, look at them like this, or maybe this. Spend some time scouting, look around, find some good concentrated areas, then get out away from the people. Put the time in. It won't be a bad thing. Till next time.